Fallout 4. We're running some settlements. We got a bunch of mods beside, and today we're gonna do something that always drives me just a bit nuts. So we have the mission Vim and Vigor, which is ask about the Robco schematics at Vault 81. Vault 81, which is located right here. It's just down the street from Hangman's Alley. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get this location. There shouldn't be any problems between us and them, and I got the stealth suit because we're going to need it. Now, this is where things are going to get a bit messy. There's a quest that activates as you go through. Brotherhood Knights do.
Take no prisoners.
What do you guys fight? Oh. Sure, we'll frickin' try to tag this boy. Hit him with the crit. Hit him with that crit, boy. Cool.
Oh,
and
no,
that has to do with diseased mole rats in the back of the vault.
Victorium.
It's an absolute suck fest. I don't
Suppressing
like
fire
it.
now.
And it is really not a good idea to take companions with you, because if the companions get bit, you get infected. Even if it's Codsworth, don't ask me how. They get bit, you take the hit for it. It's the only time that I'm aware of in the game where that happens. Now, I have a mod where I can craft the cure if need be, but I'd prefer not to do that. 25% more damage than limb damage, but has more recoil. That is a good legendary modifier. I am very happy with that. And we're probably going to put that on our service rifle at some point. So, I'm already happy today. We got a good legendary drop. That's awesome. Seriously, was that all that was giving me trouble? Just these two super mutants? No, looks like there was another one over here. Take that meat. Alright, cool. So, stealth suit is kind of mandatory. Honest to God, I wish I had more stealth than I did. Yeah. Stealth 4 is good. Stealth 5 would be better, but I'm not high enough level anyway. Not by a bunch. So we're gonna do the best we can here. Another thing that might be useful is that Cricket usually shows up outside of Vault 81, so we might have a chance to pick up Spray and Pray, and I can pull the legendary mod off that for explosive and put it on something else. Maybe. I don't know. You can actually put it on a melee weapon with this little mod, which would be hilariously stupid to do, but it's possible. Alright, there's a bed over here. We're going to grab a quick nap, because I dumped a bunch of gear. Coca-Cola. Stick, some ammo. Now, normally you need to have something to trade with. They like fusion cores because it helps keep the place running. I should be able to get past it with a speech check. I don't know. And I neglected to bring any fusion cores with me because I'm assuming I'll be able to pull this off. Sugar container of MREs. It's a good day. We're going to see how this goes.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
I'm from Vault 111.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
Now, technically we're here for a Sim Settlements quest. That does not affect how we get in, because that's all based off of the vanilla game.
Just looking to do a little trading.
Is that so? And you expect me to believe that? Oh, Overseer.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
But I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you arrived, he did say he was from Vault 111. And he's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
God, the speech system is so
That's
broken
so.
in this.
I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
So, just a spoiler for people who aren't familiar with this, Vault 81 is one of the vaults that did well for itself on the East Coast. Very, very few can claim that. Vault 101 is one of them. But by wound up being one of the good ones by accident more than
Come
anything
on,
else.
Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a
And
break.
she makes the vault super
Everyone's
good, that
working
woman.
hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault Dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational?
It's more like a graveyard now. Almost no survivors.
Christ, I'm sorry. What happened there?
They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods, but something malfunctioned.
Oh my god. All those lives lost due to some malfunction? That's unacceptable. I suppose we've been lucky.
That is the
Here,
most
we pride
sympathy your
ourselves on
character
having
gets
maintained a
through most of
successful
this
vault
game.
over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
Why do you keep yourself so isolated?
Why not? We have warm beds, clean clothes, a solid roof over our heads. Our food and water are radiation-free.
I
We
don't
don't
blame
deal
them
with
at
the
all.
elements or raiders. We're safe here. And for some, that safety and stability is what counts.
Yeah, I can't blame them. I mean, you look at the Commonwealth, or just what we've seen on the East Coast in general, it is barbaric. There really isn't any overall form of government. There's no social network, really, between different settlements. If you're not in Diamond City, you're in one of the isolated settlements, and you're at the mercy of raiders. There's no one's trying to put up a defense force, except for us. The Brotherhood of Steel showed up. That's awesome. They're going to clean out raiders and super mutants and problems like that. But that just happened like a couple days ago. The Minutemen got wiped out. Diamond City doesn't really give a shit about anything but Diamond City. And the Railroad don't give anything about synths. And the Institute is actively trying to make things worse. I would absolutely stay in a vault.
You should be wary. The Commonwealth is a dangerous place.
Exactly why we rely on a select few traders for our needs. Now, I have work to do. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
You should be flattered. Not everyone gets a personal welcome from the Overseer herself. Normally, that's my job.
He's new.
I appreciate the hospitality.
I can imagine. Being here must be a welcome reprieve after traipsing about the Commonwealth. Anyway, welcome to Vault 81. I'm Deputy Overseer
He
Mansfield.
is a Sim Settlements
If you've any questions
character.
or problems,
And
please bring them
again,
to me.
he has the
Otherwise,
stellar voice
enjoy
acting
your
that
time
this
in the
mod
vault.
should be known for.
Can you take a look at these schematics?
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right, hand it over. I'll look. Oh, I know this device. It's the Vitamatic. The Vault's previous physician used it all the time. However, when Dr. Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such. Is that why you're here? For the Vitamatic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Even if we no longer use the device, it's a rare piece of technology. I can't just hand it over to some unwashed outsider.
He's a dick, but he's not wrong.
Maybe we can reach an agreement?
Perhaps if you were to perform a number of services for the Vault. You see, a part of my job is making sure the
I
Vault runs
forgot to grab
smoothly.
some stuff on the way
This
over.
often means dealing with
Damn it.
minor issues before they become a problem. If you've the wherewithal to solve a number of these issues, then I suppose I could justify giving you the Vitamatic as payment.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Yeah,
The first task I'd ask of you is rather mundane, but vital to the Vault's continued survival. You see, our Vault's reactors are kept running almost exclusively by a single robot, Old Rusty. However, due to his poor maintenance, Rusty requires a lot of oil to stay operational. A lot of oil. If you could bring, say, 10 units of oil to Old Rusty, that should ensure his continued operation. At least for a few months.
Surely there's room for compromise.
You've got the temperament of an overseer. Very well. 4 units of oil. Your next task would be a little more hands-on. Recently, the Vault's been having some issues with its water supply. We've had to run the pumps at full power just to draw in enough water. And the water we do get is of questionable quality. I'd need you to check the intake pipe at the nearby reservoir, see if anything is blocking the water flow, and if it is, clear it. You may have to get a bit wet. If you manage to solve the issue, find and speak to Catelyn. She deals with the Vault's plumbing.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
I'll believe it when I see it. If you do succeed, I'll have one more task for you. Finish that, and the Vitamatic will be yours. Off you go.
So, I don't mind these little fetch quests. They're actually fairly important. And they're quests that make sense. Problem is that I knew about the oil requirement, and every time I've done this, I've never thought to stock up on it out of my own personal supplies. So, instead of scrounging around, we're just going to go over to Diamond City real quick, and we're just going to buy the oil we need. It's not far. And go from there. Once it loads. Because that takes a minute and a half. There we go. No cricket. I don't need to go inside. Why are you telling me to go inside? Because, yeah. Not really a big deal. We can do without the marker. I just need to go in the lake down here. So, I am not nearly as armored as usual. So I need to be a little bit careful here. Okay, into the water we go. Just gotta get rid of this little picnic table that's stuck on the water intake valve. And we're good to go. Neat. While we're here, we might as well check this house. Maybe it has some oil in it that we could use. Probably doesn't. Hell, it usually doesn't. You can pick up some stingwing meat, though. Oh, that's blood bug meat. That stuff's usually pretty good. Some Brahmin meat so I can make steak later. Alright, what do we got here? I hate those things. White pistol, Tamir ammo, bottle caps. Cigar box, a couple more bottles. There's supposed to be a note here. Edwin's Terminal. Okay. Tape. Alright, so this is this guy talking about how he found this place and he wanted to get it away from raiders and stuff like that. For the record, this is Bess. So, first time I thought he was talking about his wife. He's not, it's just his Brahmin. But considering how important a Brahmin would be to survival out here, I can see why he'd be attached to it. Never say no to aluminum, if I can avoid it. Can I'll take that Coca-Cola bottle. Master safe. Thank God I got a lot of bobby pins. I don't remember this safe being a master lock before, so I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Got it.
Frag grenade, frag mine, overdue book, just a bunch of random stuff. Not worth a master lock, really. Yeah, grab that as well, I suppose. Hey, flip lighter, a little bit of oil. This has already been worthwhile. How much oil's in a flip lighter? I want to say 1? Yeah, 1. So we still need 3 more. Not a big deal. We can totally do that. Alright, so just because it's funny, let's see if this summons the bugs. I swear I hear something skittering around out here. No? Okay. I guess we're good. I can't take a lit lamp. That'd be a good source of oil, but not a big deal. So we're just gonna scoot on over back to Diamond City real quick. Which is, where the fuck is it? There we go. Good lord. Looking in all the wrong places. And we'll pop back to Vault 81 and we'll get a move on. Secondary event still hasn't triggered yet. Okay.
You're bothering me.
Yeah, shush. Thought that might have been Cricket for a second. It looked like Cricket.
Every piece in here is worth what I charge for it. No arguments.
I do miss
Let's
the
see what you've
barter
got.
system for
Just
Fallout
don't call
1
it
and
junk.
2. It wasn't exactly good, but it had its moments. Alright, what do we got that's got oil in it? Oh, bam, right there. I'm not even gonna try to negotiate that off. You can just have it. There you go. Okay, Arturo, do you have anything
Got
useful
some
for me?
great stuff, if you're interested.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Self-defense at...
Alright. No, I think he just doesn't carry it. I need some more ballistic fiber. Not a big deal, though. What's up,
Ain't
kid?
got nothing better to do?
Hey, Nat.
Public is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes.
Yeah. Alright. We're not going to worry about it.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone
Okay, cool. There we go.
needs a haircut.
So, one of the things that I like about how Sim Settlements handled this is that to activate the quest that I've prepared for, which also allows you to get Curie as a companion, you have to enter the vault and leave the vault. Then when you come back in, the next stage gets triggered. So we're going to handle the next stage at the same time what we're doing the second portion of Manfield's requests. When we come back in, We can then go through the quest line to get Curie, get our reward from Mansfield, and make our way out pretty much all at the same time. Yes, it's a bit cumbersome because there's a bunch of load screens involved, but that's just
Watch
an
yourself.
issue with Fallout 4 in general. It's actually a lot of
Detecting
Bethesda games
moderate
have a lot
levels
of-
of radiation.
up here?
You may want to stop by a medical
Ashes,
center.
where are you going?
Dr. Forsyth or
Ash!
Rachel could help you with that.
Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this.
All right,
Is that your Pip-Boy? Better be.
Yeah, these people are kind of suspicious. I don't really blame them, though. It is what it is. What's my carry weight at right now, by the way? 215 at 335. That's pretty good. Oh, that's an assault rifle I picked up. What a piece of crap. I'm just really not a fan of the assault rifle in this game. Visually, it's not very impressive. But I don't know why in the base game that you have that monstrosity when you should have, you know,
Hey, mister, are you
the
really
assault
from the
rifle that was in
Commonwealth?
Fallout 3.
Yeah? Why do you want to know?
I never met anybody from the Commonwealth before. I thought maybe you might want someone to show you around. Just 5 caps.
How did you know I was here?
Gran says I have a knack for finding stuff out that I'm not supposed to. Actually, she ain't my Gran. She's just Priscilla. But she acts like my Gran. When my mom and dad died, she took me in. Anyways, do you want me to show you around or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, why not?
Give me the
kid's
tour,
got
Austin.
moxie.
Here's the caps.
Yes! I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip. Follow me. We'll start over here.
Yeah. This is also the easiest way to find Aaron. He's a nice kid.
This is the depot. The Combs family run it. Erin and I are best friends. Her mom and dad fight a lot, so I don't like to go in there when they're around. But if you need something, they're the ones that have it.
Good to know, Austin. Thanks.
See, I told you I know things. Next up, the Overseer. I bet you killed a lot of strange things. Ooh, and raiders. I bet you fought raiders too.
Yeah, I have.
The Overseer's office is up there. They're busy up there, and they do not like to be bothered. She makes rules, but she's nice. I like her.
Overseer, huh? I suppose someone needs to be in charge.
Well, if you need her, that's where you'll find her. Next stop, the diner. Now we gotta go downstairs. That's where the diner is. Everybody eats there.
I think one of
Sometimes
the
it
reasons
gets
I like
real
Austin
crowded.
so
The
much,
Somersets are
and I
nice,
enjoy
though.
this tour, he
You'll like
reminds
him.
me of my son. My son's 10 at the time of this recording, and he's just way smarter than he should be for his age, and the kid has zero filter and just doesn't know when to not argue with you about something if he thinks he's right or he needs to make a
Hello,
point.
Austin. I see you're showing
I
our
see a
guests
lot
from
of
the
that in
Commonwealth
Austin,
around.
and so it
Yes,
endears
ma'am.
him to me.
This is the Sunshine Diner. Grant says that they'll take all of our hard work and turn it into swill. Mr. and Mrs. Somerset run the diner. They're pretty nice. Mrs. Somerset's pies are the best.
How's their food? Other than the pies.
I like it. Mrs. Somerset always sneaks me seconds.
I'll save you a slice of pie, Austin.
Next stop, Horatio. I told you they were nice. Do you like your hair? I like mine. I hate combing it though. Gran makes me comb it.
I love this kid. I do.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Aaron's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all. She makes me cut my hair though. It's not fair.
If I ever need a new hairstyle, I'll come here.
I hate getting my hair cut. Next stop is Gran. Let's go see Gran. I live with her. She's not my real grandmother though. My parents died when I was real little.
Got a feel for the kid, honestly.
Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that stranger from the Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering him. I'm helping him. That's Gran. She takes care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy, but it's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
You don't get anything from the Commonwealth?
Nope. Gran grows it all here. She's really smart. Next stop, Miss Katie. Come on, hurry up.
And no,
Gotta
that
go to the other
hydroponics
side of
lab
the
is not
vault.
big enough
I'll
for
show
a
you where
vault.
I go to school. I bet you didn't have to go to school.
There's also a secondary quest, a little minor quest where you can
This
like,
is the school. Miss
talk to the
Katie runs
kids.
it. It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
Are there a lot of kids in the vault?
Not that many. The overseer says that we're using population control, whatever that is. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you the clinic. Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess, but I don't go there unless I have to, or unless Gran makes me. This is our medical clinic.
There's my
If you
Vigomatic.
get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says I can't bother him or Rachel while they're working.
Did you ever get sick?
Just colds and stuff. Hardly anyone here gets sick. Mr. Somerset broke his foot once, though. They put a big cast on it, and he had to walk with crutches. Now we go see Erin. She's gonna be surprised when she sees you. Come on, this way. Erin and I spend a lot of time together. She didn't believe me when I said I would bring you to her.
One downside to bouncing around fast travel like I have is that my character is tired. Nothing Nuka-Cola can't fix if I take one, though. Which actually, you know what?
Dumb?
Let's actually do that. Where's my Nuka-Cola? 'Cause I almost never drink the Nuka-Colas, and I really should. Caffeinates. And I'm not tired anymore. You know, what a 210-year-old freaking Coca-Cola with nuclear particles on it tastes like, I couldn't tell you, but...
Erin, look who I found! The stranger from the Commonwealth.
Wow. You're really from the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
Whoa. Someone from the Commonwealth. That's so cool. We haven't had a visitor in a while now.
Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
I think that was supposed to be, it was so cool to show you off to everyone, but...
Excuse me, mister. Have you seen my cat?
Ash is gone?
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
There's another reason to talk to Austin and be cool with him, which will come up
Hi,
later.
Austin.
Gran says I'm a bottomless pit when it comes to food.
Yeah. Alright, we need to go downstairs. Can I just... Come on. There we go. Okay. now
The
I
work
gotta
never ends in Vault 81.
Get over to Rusty.
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends around here.
I feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped down. Oh no, over here. Thankfully there isn't a load screen involved here, it's just a couple of doors.
Jesus, Bobby, can you not do that here? What if the Overseer or Whitaker caught you?
Cut me some slack, Tina. I've been working 12 hours straight.
You've been working. Sure. I bet bossing around old Rusty really takes it out of you.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca.
Hey, you both just get lost. You're killing my buzz here.
With pleasure, sir.
Fine, get caught. Then you won't have the choice to leave because the Overseer will make it for you.
So the last update really kind of broke her face.
Hey, outsider. Do me a favor.
I used a mod to fix
If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
All right.
Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble.
Hot.
And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta be more to life than this vault. But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
I would like the opportunity to ask, hey, you want to join one of my
old
settlements?
Rusty.
But
How can I
it's
assist
not a thing.
Warning! Overdue for maintenance.
Yeah, Rusty's seen better days.
Here. This'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are most considerate. Nothing like getting the oil flowing, eh?
Alright, so that's good. We need to go talk to Catrin, who is going to be over this way.
I heard we had a traitor in today.
She's looking pretty bad in there.
Huh?
Aaron's cat managed to get out of the vault. Can't imagine he lived too long.
Oh, hey. You must be the outsider. I'm Catelyn, the vault's plumber. Or at
She's
least the
also a
closest thing
Simpsons
81
character.
has to a plumber. I don't suppose Mansfield sent you here. I've been bugging him for weeks now to get someone on the water situation.
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Was that you who cleared the water intake? I noticed the pressure's back to normal. I'm glad someone was able to do something. The water may still have a strange taste, but at least now we won't run out of it. Here, take this.
Hoping
I'm
that
sure
they run it
Mansfield's
through a
already
lot of
paying you,
filters, 'cause that
but I
water
want to
was
give you a
filthy.
personal thank you.
Alright, and some caps, which is nice.
Found bite holes in a pipe the other day.
Alright, now we got to go back to a couple load screens. We got to talk to Mansfield, go back outside the vault, do a couple things, come back inside the vault, go to a couple more load screens. Yeah, it's... I get system limitations. I do. That's just going to be a thing with games in general, but... I don't know, it bugs me sometimes. Of course, I cut my teeth on old Final Fantasy games where you didn't really worry
Nice
about the load
Pip-Boy.
screens.
If it ever starts acting
Because
up
there
on
wasn't
you,
enough
see
graphics for it
Alexis.
to really matter.
She'll
It was
fix
just
it right
a
up.
quick flash and you were done.
I've been
Mr.
hearing good
Mansfield.
things about you. Old Rusty's running at peak efficiency, and the vault's water problems have been solved. I didn't expect such confidence from a Wastelander. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad I was able to help.
And helped you have. Now that you've demonstrated your ability to get a job done, I feel I can entrust you with something more important. If you complete this last task, I'll be happy to reward you with a Vitamatic.
Just tell me what you need done.
Ever since we opened the vault, our safety has been of chief concern. We routinely send out security patrols. But recently, one such patrol has yet to report in. She's not yet overdue, but still, I'm concerned. A mercenary crew resides in the area she was sent to scout, and they've caused trouble for us before. What I'd ask is that you find our wayward patrol and bring her safely back to the vault.
Why are you so worried about her?
Because the individual sent on this patrol is my sister. Don't get me wrong, she's more than capable of fending for herself, but as an older brother, I worry.
You said there's already a crew of mercs there.
Yes. I won't pretend to understand the politics of the Commonwealth, but it seems mercenaries are a necessary evil. This particular group has tried to establish dealings with us in the past, but negotiations soured. Still, they periodically try to make contact, and just recently they seem to have built a makeshift camp, worryingly close to the vault.
Do you know where I can find her?
Yes. Her patrol route was between here and Forest Grove Marsh, so she's most likely still there. But with the mercenaries recently claiming that area, she may be in trouble. Hopefully I'm just worrying over nothing, but if you decide to do this, I'd advise caution.
There's more to this, isn't there?
Overseer McNamara, she insists on keeping the vault open. She couldn't be making a bigger mistake. It's too dangerous out there. I've been instructing our patrols to investigate and report on anything that might threaten us. But if my orders result in one of our own being hurt, or worse, I'm not sure I could live with myself. That's why I need you to look into this.
Don't worry. I'll find her.
No, good. Once you've found our missing patrol, report back to me, and the Vitamatic is yours. Good luck.
Yeah, now I can totally feel where he's coming from. It's one of the things about leadership that doesn't get talked about very often. When you're ordering troops to do something, you are potentially sending them to their deaths or at least injury. It's a hard thing to live with. These guys aren't at war. They are, however, in an environment that is exceptionally hazardous, and they're sending their patrols out individually. It could be that they don't have enough personnel for an actual scouting party, yada yada yada, but one person out on their own, well, the Vault, the sole survivor is doing his thing, but he's also the main character. He's got a little bit of plot armor, and he's a hell of a lot more powerful than most people would be. So, you know, you add on the fact that these guys aren't soldiers, they don't have military training, and when you really get down to it, they're not very well armed or armored. You know, Vault security armor is, as far as I can tell, soft armor. Ooh, Nightingale medical cache. Nice. Give me that. Oh, there's a lantern there I could use for oil. How much oil is in the lantern? Two. It still wouldn't have been enough. Still nice to find. But yeah, it's a real risk, and I like the fact that the voice actor is able to, you know, put the necessary amount of concern in his voice. And, oh, there's Cricket. Hello, Cricket.
I got so many flavors of mayhem for sale. Got a hankering for melting face? Then I'm your girl.
I love Cricket.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Guns,
You
and
know
more
she's
guns.
flexible.
Just for you.
Alright, first of all, let's see what she actually does have. I'm really hoping she might have a kukri. Yeah, she's got a FN Fall. That is a nice, nice weapon. I might actually buy that just to have it on hand. Okay, let's see. No kukris, unfortunately. Kind of figured as much. There's Spray and Pray. Got a Super Sledge. I love the Super Sledge. Not something I tend to use very often, but it's still cool. Okay, so we want Spray and Pray. And I'm going to grab... Where is it? It's right up here. You're going to grab that as well. That's a good chunk of our money, but we do have things to trade. First of all, you can have that 10mm round. I keep the 4570 ammo. Don't really need the plasma cartridges, if we're going to be honest. Okay, all of these things that we don't need a lot of. So 4 of those. I think 10 of these ought to be fair, because we can still make Psychojet later. Sell 7 of those. Do not sell the purified water. That's just dumb. I will sell 31 of these. And I think 30 of those is fair. In addition, we're going to get rid of this stupid thing. So yeah, we're at Yeah, 217. I'll sell a couple of these grenades, because I don't use them all that often. I like to keep 10. There. And we're good.
Stick
219 out of 335.
to the roads. You got a better chance of surviving.
The caravan guards and stuff like that. Alright, first things first, let's go find Ashes. Ashes is right over here, around the corner, so to speak. I don't know why this cat's over here, but she is. I think it's a she. Alright, where is that cat? There it is. She.
Ashes, go home. Aaron misses you.
Not the best read from our protagonist here. Although, to be fair, neither the male or female voice actors do a very good job with that. It is what it is. Okay. Fishing rod, a couple of beer bottles. We're not going to worry about this stuff. I am slightly disappointed that you can't fish. You would think, with things being the way they were, that fishing would be a good idea. A lot of settlements would fish. There's plenty of access to water, yada, yada, yada. Doesn't really seem to be a thing. It's not a big deal. It is kind of odd. Okay, let's see. I'm not expecting any trouble over here, but I have no idea why this stuff's here. It's just here. But that's fine. I will take it. Gonna go out on a limb and assume this was some cut content. There was supposed to be stuff here, because like this guy's dead. Or maybe it's just some random dude that was selling vegetables and got scragged by raiders. I have no idea. I doubt we'll ever know.
Nice.
Okay, glowing fungus is nice to have. Camp station, some more day tripper. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, some fertilizer. Oh, pre-war money? Hell yeah, that's toilet paper, baby. Anything in the box? I don't think there is. Nope. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, moving right along. Feeling just a touch paranoid because, like I said, we're not heavily armored. We need to see them before they see us. That includes things like mole rats, Yao Guai, death claws, and random shit. Oh, that would be the crashed alien spaceship, which we could go. Yeah, okay, we're gonna divert. I'd like to pick up the alien blaster just to have it. It's okay, it's not that big a deal. This area should be safe. Yeah, there's the alien spacecraft, which, you know, no one remarks upon the fact that, you know, alien spaceship. Okay, which way did he go? Just follow the blood splatter. Yeah, as best as you can. up this way. Yep. So this is a Zayton, which showed up in Fallout 3. I believe they were a random encounter in Fallout 2. And a weird wasteland encounter in Fallout New Vegas. Oh, whatever, gun drawn. Stupid stealth suit, couldn't tell. There we go. Night night, sweet prince. Alien blaster, which is actually a pretty damn good weapon. Plenty of ammo. Oh look, I guess it wouldn't have had to bottle that stuff after all. I seem to remember there being some blaster rounds on the ground, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, maybe I'm thinking of Fallout 3. There's a random encounter, usually pretty close to where you find dog meat in Fallout 3, where an alien blaster will fall from the sky because like something blows up. It can be an absolute nightmare to find, and there's some ammo scattered around. And then you do Mothership Zeta, you can get another one that's not a named unique, and pick up a bunch of ammo at that point, so it's kind of cool. Alright, so yeah, we did that. That didn't cost us much time. So, Oberlin. Oberlin Station's right over here. Okay, am I even going the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. What are you looking at?
Yes?
Hi.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Alright. This is where the fun begins, and I'm using that term very loosely. Also the kind of path that you follow when you're following Dogmeat to get to Fort Hagen, to a degree. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch to the assault rifle. That wasn't very cash money of me. There we go. Yeah, it'd probably help if I could see these guys, but the stealth armor is actually working against me here. It's fine. I mean, they still don't know what I am. Oh, he blew up. I could have sworn there were 3 of them. Only 4 of them. I only killed 3. These guys are starting to wear combat armor. That might be a problem. Now, we're going to be paranoid. We're going to drop a save here real quick. That's not really a big deal. So I'll get tired, I think, a little bit faster. Military ammo bag. Ballistic fiber, fantastic. Red Vault Boy t-shirt. Okay, that's kind of cool. Ugh, that hurt. Jingles a mean monkey. Those are weight looking. I can't tell without standing up. Yeah, we're getting close to problems there. May have to shoot back up to Red Rocket to take care of some stuff. Alright. Okay, good. I can still see these guys. Oh, God, he survived that. shot the guy in the foot. He should not have survived that. Okay, there's one. Where's the commander? Where'd he get to? There he is. Damn it. Where'd he go? Huh. Oh, geez, he really made some moves, didn't he? Alright, cool. Gotta be careful with these guys, as they can really mess you up given the opportunity. Thankfully, you can still see through your scope with the stealth suit. I think that might be a mod, because that didn't work before. Yeah, we'll grab that, I suppose. Okay, young lady. His personal log and her key. She also had some gear on last time I did this. It's kind of weird that they stripped her. Pops out a shotgun. Nothing major here. Okay, let's see. Oh. Where is Claudia's? Claudia's log. I think the key goes to her room.
Every time I leave the vault, it's the same speech. The Commonwealth is dangerous. You can't trust outsiders. Don't eat the food out there. I know Cedric means well, but, I mean, I know what I'm doing. I am a trained member of Vault Security.
You didn't know what you were doing, darling.
I even promised I'd keep a stash of backup gear out here, in case something ever went wrong. I think it'll be safe by that old bridge. I doubt anyone will check there. Oh, well, I suppose I should head back inside. There's not much to report today. Oh! Well, hold on a second. It's those mercs again. It's the same ones who've been hanging around Forest Grove. They're doing something by the reservoir. Oh, I'm gonna follow them. Maybe I can find out what they're up to.
Yeah, I have no idea where her old stash is. Yeah, it could be up on the rooftop here. We're gonna double check it real quick. Maybe we'll get lucky. I mean, that's not it, but it's still cool to have. Is there a box? That's probably what the key goes to, is her little secret stash. I don't see anything over here, though. Alright, by the old bridge. You know, I don't really know where it might be. There's nothing down here. When she got killed over here, I would assume she was heading in this direction, but there's nothing in here. Nothing around the truck. Scalpel and a mailbox, sure. That's not a bad little meal. So yeah. There's none of these boxes as well. Because it would be an actual chest or a safe or something. Oh, good. Okay, that got me a bit tensed up. Pretty sure that was going to kill me. Come on, get out of the red. Back to the water, dude. Yeah, that totally wasn't dangerous at all. Fought her flipping death. And nope, nothing over here as well. So I don't know. It might actually be inside this little area, but I'm not inclined to go chasing after it. So yeah, whatever she's got, wherever she was hiding it, I don't know. But it ain't here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to hit up Red Rocket real quick because, one, we need a decent nap. I need to drop some stuff. And then we'll head back. Now, one thing worth thinking about is that there's nothing worth looting in Vault 81. However, this is a big however, once Curie is a companion, my ability to carry stuff is going to drop dramatically. So, that means for the time being, a lot of this ammo needs to go away. Alien blaster needs to go because it's 2.5 pounds. We're going to drop all of these guys. This is all stuff I'll play with later. It's kind of cool looking. Charisma +2, that's nice. And we got a bunch of meat that we're not going to be carrying around with us. Day Tripper is good stuff, but we're not going to be carrying it. Yeah, 9 pounds of Mirelurker meat. Let's not deal with that. Okay, we're good. Now, since we're fully fed, what we can do is we can eat a couple of these mutant hound chops, and it knocks off a good chunk of radiation, 50 each. That's 200 rads out. Not gonna say no to that. And that's all rads, which is awesome. Still have fatigue, but it's not really a big deal. Alright, now we are ready to go back to Vault 81. Tell Mr. Manfield about his sister, which is unfortunate. Oh, we're almost at our next level. Okay, what should I pick up for that? I think I'm going to pick up Master Hacker just so I can get into that bank vault behind that clothing store that we looked at last episode. There's probably nothing really in there worth our time or worth having Master Hacker, but I mean, why not do it? Not everything that we do has to be optimal for character survival and, you know, killability and crap like that. Sometimes you just want to do stuff because it's fun.
Dr. Forsyth is asking to see you when you have a moment.
Yep. Next part of that is ready to
Nice
go.
Pip Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
Oh, you're back. But I can't help but notice there's not a certain someone with you. What happened to the patrol?
They're dead. I'm sorry.
You're serious, aren't you? When she failed to report in, I knew something was wrong, but...
I'm sorry, I had to be the one to tell you.
No, it's not your fault. At least now we know what happened. Despite the circumstances, you did as much as you could. I and the rest of the Vault are grateful for your assistance. The Vitomatic is yours. You'll find it in the Vault's clinic. Dr. Forsyth has been informed you have permission to take it. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I need to update the Vault's records.
I feel bad for the guy. I really do.
Hope you're not making any trouble.
I mean, no more than usual. So, the Vitomatic is
Hope that
in
Pip-Boy belongs to you.
Dr. Forsyth's medical lab. We got to go there anyway for the next part of this quest that we're about to do. It all just neatly ties together, which is neat. Elevator right in history. All right, medical lab, which is downstairs.
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
Yeah. Downstairs and to the right. Down some more stairs. There we go.
Welcome, welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples, even just a blood sample?
Yeah, yeah, we dropped it. I think it's like 10 pounds. Alright, where'd he go? Doc? Well, right now it's a quest item, so it doesn't want anything, but once we get it to our boy.
Hello, Dr. Forsyth.
I've heard some doctors out there specialize in facial reconstruction. I can't imagine attempting surgery in those conditions.
Did Pip-Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been glitchy.
Interestingly enough... Oh, on beds. That's weird. The usual conversation isn't happening down here, so... That's weird. I'll talk to Aaron first. Okay. Report back to Jake. We'll deal with that in a minute. Do I need to go out and again?
You got guts wearing that Pip-Boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone else.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many baggers in the Commonwealth.
Hi there.
I thought they were kind of done for.
Dad's just drinking.
Ashes! You found him! Thanks, mister. I was so worried about him.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad he's safe.
No, it's a he.
Ashes! Bad kitty. I was so worried about you. And I bet Mom's gonna make me give you a bath.
Yeah.
I know, I don't like it either. But I'm
So
just
I got a
happy you're
fusion core
back.
for my trouble, which is funny. And we leveled up. Yeah, we're gonna grab Master Hand. Not super important, but still cool. Okay, level 33, which is awesome. Is there a bed? What time is it anyway? It is. Okay, I need to find a place to sit and wait. I like a bench. Can't use the bench.
Hi, mister.
The work never ends in Vault 81.
Seeds. I'll need more seeds.
Stay safe, sir.
Am I gonna need to...
This strain is doing quite well.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Very little discoloration. Strong cellular plant structure. My latest batch of fruit is doing quite well. I'll have to see how it holds up to exposure.
Okay, I guess this just isn't going to trigger right now. We may have to go in and out one more time. Which is fine, I suppose. Bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Yeah, so from my recollections, you find the cat, you go back in, you talk to Aaron, and then it say, hey, by the way, did you hear Austin is sick? I guess that's not working. I should have triggered as soon as I got back in after finding the cat, so...
Calvin's always looking for tools. I heard he'll pay caps if you got them.
The Commonwealth sounds so exciting. And dangerous.
Yeah, it is. Let's talk.
Careful, outsider.
Excuse me, officer.
Never had an incident on my watch, and I don't want to start today.
Hi.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat, but with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Hard work pays off. And you guys are maintaining the vault, right?
Trying to, at least. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Yeah, Neil's a good dude. Ah, we can loot stuff now. Or, well, some stuff.
Stay out of trouble.
Another outsider? What'd they let you in for?
What's with the attitude?
I don't trust outsiders. We didn't need your help before, we don't need it now. The Overseer never should have opened up the vault to your kind.
I'm a fellow vault dweller.
I don't care where you're from. It's not here.
Isn't she just a wonderful little ray of sunshine? Alright, we're going to go out, we're going to come back in, we're going to see if this works. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after heading back to Red Rocket, and going back to the vault, hole in the wall, the quest that I've been talking about, still is not activating. So we're going to call it apart on that very poor note. That being said, I did put a new scope on my rifle. It's a little holographic scope. And I switched out the barrel for a porta barrel. The machine gun barrel just wasn't looking right for me. So we've got this with the suppressor, and we've got the reflex sight, which I did quite a bit. And before we end this episode, because this has not been a very exciting episode in my opinion, and it's kind of ending on a down note, we are going to go over to Abernathy Farm and defend them from an attack. Stupid dog. Now, was this? Nope, still can't see through the scope on this. That's fine. Now, who or what is attacking them? Ah, just shitty elevators. Don't set me on fire, you jackass. Nope, 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 nope. Fire bad. Fire very bad. I don't like you. Go away. Oh, still in danger. Danger from where? There's nobody here.
Nothing.
God, you guys are.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Well, good thing I showed up when I did, huh?
Just die.
Don't think I won't hurt you.
Do this.
Where's this guy? Is somewhere. Oh, he's outside.
Looks like good karma's
There we
paying
go.
off.
Alright, we're good. You guys are probably not worth the damage or the ammo I expended, but you know what? We saved the Abernathys. They're good people. They deserve to be saved. And we're going to call it a day. What an absolute pain in the butt. But, as it goes, I don't know, wiping out a couple of raiders always makes me feel better at least. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a part here. Hope you enjoyed it, regardless of its ending, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.